Good morning guys and welcome to another video. So this week I thought it would be good for me to do what I spend in a week. My last video did really well and you guys really enjoyed the content. So I thought let's do a 2023 version because finance seems to be the hot topic at the moment, especially we're going through a recession. There's so much pressure regarding to the cost of living, the inflation, everything is just going crazy at the moment. I thought it would be interesting to show you guys what I spend in a week. This week I'm not actually going to be going into the office. We're in a transition phase where we're moving from one office to another, and the week before we're moving the office is completely closed, so we're having to work in an alternative location, which is for us working from home. And that means I will be making some saving on transportation, lunch costs, because I tend to not meal prep. I tend to eat out when I'm at work, so hopefully I can make a bit of saving there. I actually want to save more money. It's been so difficult. I said that for 2023, the beginning of the new year, not to eat out, and boy, for the last 6 weeks I've been eating out, I've been splurging, I've been doing all the things that I said I shouldn't be doing. So hopefully this will kick it up a notch and for me to get back into the zone and just refresh my mind. Whenever you put more attention to detail in a certain area, that area will hopefully improve, and I'm really wanting to focus on my finances. Anyway, we're gonna head off to the gym now. If I spend anything, I will let you guys know. I thought it would be really handy for me to break down what it actually costs in a month of my living expenses. I went to my banking app and I looked at all my bills and expenses that I have to pay on a monthly basis, and we're just gonna do a simple math, which is basically whatever the month total is, I divide it by 4 to give me the weekly cost. So I've written that down on my phone and I'll break it down and I will insert in the figures as we go along. The biggest expense that I have on a monthly basis is my mortgage. So I've got a 3-bedroom house. It is a big liability. It is one of the biggest expenses, and I don't even live in London. I live in the suburbs. I live outside of London, so imagine what the cost would be if you actually live in London. And I just recently remortgaged my house as well, so my payment each month is £1,123.40 per month. So we're going to divide that amount by 4, which is £280.85 per week. So that is what it costs me to live in this house, have a roof over my head. I am very fortunate that I have a home that I can call mine. They say that if you have a mortgage and if you live in it, is not actually an asset, it's a liability. At the end of the day, after a certain amount of years, after I pay off my mortgage, this house actually belongs to me. Hopefully we'll be mortgage free one day in retirement. It feels like such a long time away, but one day we'll get there. And this mortgage crisis that's going on at the moment, I know that there are people that's paying 6%. It's just crazy. It was so stressful remortgaging my house. Even though we're paying a higher rate, we gotta do what we gotta do. So the next expense that I have in my home is a land rent. My property is located in a private land. To maintain or look after the area where they do the garden, not even my private garden, but they'll just trim some of the plants that's along the road. We also have like a carport where you can park your car, and all the electricity, anything that needs to be done in the community, whether it's fixing the road, having the garden done, the electricity for the outside street of my property, all that is managed by a management company. So normally when you purchase a home, you don't have to pay service charge, and I don't live in an apartment, I live in a house. So it's very rare that when you live in a house you have to pay like a service or maintenance fee. But in my area, because it's a private residential area and it's a private land, we had this as a clause within our contract when we purchased the property. It works out to be around about £41 a month. That works out to be around about £10.25 per week. And then in the UK, I don't know whether in other countries they have this, we have something called council tax, and basically that is to pay for the police, the recycling bin, the bin collector, anything that's got to do with the community. We pay something called the council tax, and I pay £153 per month. Well, I already got a discount on this because that's based on me living alone, because you get a slight discount, I think. Imagine if I didn't get the discount, it's even more than that. It was like over £200 and something per month. But because I live by myself and I'm the only sole occupier of the property, you get around about like a certain discount, and it still works out to be £153 a month. That broken down into week is £38.25, and it's a requirement when you have a mortgage on the property, you have to have home insurance, and my home insurance works out to be £12 a month. Broken down into a week, that's £3. That doesn't sound like a big deal. I picked the most basic. Now we're gonna come to utilities. When I look at these numbers, how much it's increased, it freaking blows my mind, and it's also like a really concerning thing. In the UK we have this energy crisis. I'm sure that in Europe everyone's experienced this as well. I remember when I first moved into this property, I used to pay £30 a month in gas and electricity, and then when I started working from home it went to to around about £60 to £75 a month. And now that's skyrocketed to £170.50 per month. Oh my God. That is such a big jump. It's like, when I look at that number, I'm like, oh my God. I don't even turn on the central heating and it still cost me £175. In the last month or so, it's been really cold and I've been putting that on auto. So my bank account is gonna cry next month. We've got to have our basic needs met. That works out to be a week £43.88 per week. And then the next utility that I have is water, and that works out to be £40 a month, and broken down into week, that's £10 a week. You can see I'm rationing my water. I'm trying to think of other effective ways to save money in this household, and that may be in the long term showering at the gym. I normally never ever do that, but now I'm thinking, well, girl, any contribution help. Wi-Fi, the internet, which works out to be £33.75 per month. Per week, that would cost £8.31. That's reasonable, I think, for internet, especially how much we rely on the Wi-Fi. Everything now is downloaded and we use the internet every single day. We're so dependent on that. And lucky in my area, I've got Virgin Media, and that's who I'm with. Package, which was 100 megabytes per minute. The next expense that I have is my mobile. Considering I used to pay £75 per month, I really decreased that down. Currently now I'm with Vodafone and it costs me £25 a month, so that's very reasonable. But that doesn't include a phone within it, so I bought my phone outright and I just pay for the plan only. I get around about 116 gigabyte worth of data, unlimited calls, unlimited text, but who freaking calls and texts now? So that works out to be £6.25 a week. Before, I used to always have the latest phone. Now I've got the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It does work out cheaper if you purchase your phone outright and do a SIM only plan, so that's what I did. Next expense that I have is gym. Currently I pay £32 a month. This includes multiple access to different gyms. I'm actually considering to look at nicer gyms like David Lloyd's. When I did some research on that, they've given me a price which is around about £140 a month. I'm still debating whether I want to fork out that amount, but considering I go to gym quite a lot, I go at least like 6 times a week, I'm thinking this might be worth the investment. But £140 for a gym, I don't know, that's so expensive. There's nothing wrong with my current gym. I enjoy the facility. I go there, get my shit done and then leave. Still debatable at the moment. So based on my current membership, that works out to be £8 a week, which is very reasonable considering I go so much. Next expense that I have is pet insurance, which is for little Chanel over here, and I pay £18 a month. That works out to be £4.50 a week. I haven't had to use the insurance yet, but I remember my first dog, he needed an operation, and the operation was like over £2,000, and I didn't have pet insurance at the time. Especially freaking Chanel, she's like a hazard. She's just a troublemaker. Every time she runs out the house, she doesn't look at the road. That sounds like I'm a very unreliable parent over here. But sometimes I open the door because she's so tiny, she'll run out the door. You're like looking left, right and centre, she's already gone. Now with Coco, I tried to insure him, and I've only done his insurance for the last like 2 years or something, and they said Coco's too old, so he's not eligible. Bless the little old man. Next item that I have is support for my mom. So all of us pay a contribution to help support her. So I pay around about £190 a month. That works out to be £47.50 per week, and this is just to cover some of her rent, some of her expenses. The next expense that I have is my vehicle. So I top it around about twice a month. I'm so lucky that I don't travel into work and commute into the work that much anymore because I work from home. My expense for travel isn't as high compared to previously, and also the freaking cost of petrol in the UK has like gone to extreme, so I feel really fortunate. So I normally pay petrol wise £120 per month, top up twice a month, and it's around about £60 each time, so that works out to be around about £30 a week. And road tax for my vehicle, I normally pay around about £220 a year, so monthly that works out to be around about £18.33, and then if you break that down by per week, it costs me £4.58 per week for my road tax. I don't know, in other countries you have something called road tax, but over here, to be able to use a vehicle and be able to use the roads, you have to pay a road tax, and that is to fix any of the potholes or any contribution regarding to road works. For my car insurance, I normally pay around about £450 a year. Broken that down by per month, which is around about £37.50. Per week, that will cost me me £9.38 per week to have car insurance. For saving wise, I don't save a lot of money, which I should do, and part of my goal is to increase my saving. It is so hard based on the financial times to be able to do that. I'm barely freaking surviving, let alone putting more money aside to save. Currently at the moment, I do little small investments. So there's an automatic transaction that each month that comes out of my bank account. Once my salary hits into my bank account, straight away it is paid to this investment. I think it's so much better to automate all these transactions so that you're paying yourself first. Before, what I used to always do was pay at the very end. Whatever money is remaining, that's when I send it to my saving or make investments. Now it's just an automatic transaction. I pay £200 per month in investments. The returns hopefully would be rewarding for me when I hit retirement. That is excluding my pension that I also normally contribute, but I'm not going to include any of that in. If any advice that I can give you guys is you should invest. Even at a small, just try and invest as much as possible, because there is approximately around about 8% return per year. And whatever you contribute, you're going to feel so proud of yourself. The amount of money that you put into that compounds over time, and you're going to see the rewards years down the line. Obviously, it's based on how much risk you want to take. I do a very low risk investment. Generally, it grows. I haven't seen a diminish in returns, even though the returns are very small, but I have to think long-term wise, over X amount of years, I will benefit from it. And it's basically free money that you wouldn't have had. If you have just cash in the bank, it will depreciate based on inflation. I think like at the moment, our inflation is over 10%, and that's fucking crazy. So if you, let alone just put that cash that you save in the bank, that value of money is worth 10% less than what it was a year ago. When I look at all the percentages and stats and all that stuff, I'm just like, oh, it gives me a headache. I try not to think about it. Long-term goal is to grow that and put more money aside in investments, but times are just hard at the moment. I gotta either earn more money or decrease my expenses. Neither of that is happening at the moment. My last expense that I have, well, I don't even know if it's expense, but saving towards my holiday. So each year I try to have one big holiday. I normally budget around about £2,800 per year. I set aside each month £235 for my holiday, and that works out to be around about £58.75 per week. So I normally have a holiday in August. I put this money aside each month to contribute towards that so that I can go on holiday. We work so hard. It's so important to reward ourselves, get away from life and explore the world. I think it's such an eye-opener whenever you travel different countries, see different culture, experience different food, experience different experiences, and meet new people. It's so rewarding in life, and it makes you grow as a person. So I think it's important to always develop, travel, and make yourself much more of a rounded person. Travel is one of those key experiences that you need to experience in life. So my monthly expense would be £2,453.90, and if we were to break that down to weekly cost, it will cost me £613.50 to be able to live the current life that I live. It's not cheap living in this world. Do you know when you think about it, you're like, oh my god, each day that goes by, you need to make money to be able to live. No day in this world is free. It's a consistent hustle and grind. Hopefully in the long term, when I have a partner, some of these expenses could be shared, but at the moment, it's coming out of all my bank account. Being an independent woman, I feel very fortunate that I have a job, be able to put a roof over my head and be able to live the lifestyle that I live. Things are tight. We are going through a recession. We just have to really reevaluate and be careful with how much we spend. I really need to analyse my spending, because sometimes it does go out of control. I want to save more. I want to spend less. So we're going to continue on with the week, and each time that I make a spend, I will ensure to add it to the total so that you guys can roughly see an estimate of how much it cost me. Jim, I decided to pop to Sainsbury's, which is literally next door, and I needed some items for the house, so I thought I'll show you what I purchased. I got a pineapple. This hazelnut milk is on a deal at the moment, and it doesn't expire until March. I need that long-lasting milk. These are my favourite mushroom, which is shiitake mushroom. I think that's like an Asian thing. Special case, and that comes up to £11.05. I wasn't prepared for this little shop run, so we are going to put everything in my gym bag. Hopefully it fits. I'm craving some McDonald's breakfast. What are we having today? Eager Beaver over here coming up to the window thinking she's going to get something. So we spent £11.97. I placed an order on Pretty Little Thing for I needed more shorts. And I got next day delivery, so it's arrived in the post. We spent £32 on Pretty Little Thing. I've got a yearly subscription of next day delivery for £9.99. This is how they get you. Individual delivery is around about £6. £9.99 just makes sense. You're going on Pretty Little Thing and shopping every day. Should I show you guys what I purchased? And these were all on sale for £3.50 each. We got a total of 6 items for £32. That is a bargain, I tell you. I've got majority of things in extra small. I'll show you guys the item. I'm not keen on this. This doesn't look like a small. So I got this in the size 8. Not fond of it. But all these other ones are really cute. I love this. I feel like it's going to really snatch you in. And I bought like the whole outfit together. So you got the little top with short. I wanted some white booty shorts. The green one. This I think I might return. And then we've got a little red little number. Some items to add to my gym wardrobe. So we've decided to wander outside the house. I don't know why. I'm craving everything under the moon stars. And we've got little Chanel hidden in the bag. She wants to come and do a bit of food shopping with me. And that's the only way to sneak her in. Oh my god, the temptation is real. I bought some of these cheap other donuts, but this is what I truly want. They melt in your mouth. I spent a total of £13.20 on all of this. I'm off to dinner today. Last night I did a little splurge. After all the thinking, whining and moaning, the story time about these headphones, I decided to fork out and make the big splurge. It cost me £330. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's a big expenditure. However, I think it's going to be worth it. I just need to think about the amount of time that I'm going to use these headphones. I am consistently at the gym using these headphones. They look fucking sexy and sleek. They've got the best reviews. Everyone wants a piece of this. So I decided to purchase the Sony headphones. They're going to arrive tomorrow. And I can't wait to go to my first gym session and wear it. But this evening we are going to go out for dinner. I've actually been pretty good this week. I haven't been out of the house. I haven't done much. So I haven't spent loads. But that big expenditure on headphones make up for the whole entire week. But I'm going to go for dinner with my girlfriend. We're going to go to our unusual place, which is Vietnamese. I go to this place which is called Eat Vietnam, and oh my god, the food is just amazing there. It's affordable. It's nothing bougie, but they just do really good, tasty Vietnamese. I'm Vietnamese and I need to indulge in my Vietnamese side. My friend literally just come back from Vietnam, so I don't know how sick and tired she is of Vietnamese food. That is our go-to place. Do you like my makeup? I tried a new foundation today that my sister gave me, the Juvia's place called I Am Magic, and I love it. It's a bit light for me. We're making it work. This is so good. Beef salad. Oh my god, I've been craving this all day. It was £50.80 between us. Split it between 2 people. £25.40. Affordable little meal to go out and spend a whole entire evening with your friends. Don't you think it's weird that everything that we do is surrounded by food? For me anyway. It's such a social activity. Like the things that I want to do is literally go out and eat and chit chat with my friends. Best combination. Went to McDonald's. £10.47. So bad. I literally decided I'm so hungry. I tried to be a bit healthy. I got the grill wrap instead of the deep fry wrap. I got the chicken fillet, which I guess is protein, and I switched out the fries for a pineapple stick. I guess that's as healthy as you can get in McDonald's anyway. I'm about to leave the house and my headphone is dead out of battery. I'm waiting for my headphone to charge. I don't know why. I'm going to gym and I'm going food shopping, but your girl wanted to put on makeup. Lately, I've been really into like fringes. I spent around about £15 on this fringe. You clip it on and then you just literally style and it just frames the face. On those days when you're having a bad hair day, like the experience that I'm having right now, it hides a lot of sins underneath there. So I've got a date scheduled for tomorrow. I'm feeling excited but nervous at the same time. I haven't been on a date in such a long time, from what it feels like such a long time. I think maybe since November, since I've stopped dating. After my little incident, I've kind of stopped. And your girl is back on the market, back in the game. I've been talking to this guy for around about, say, under a week. So I think around about Monday. We've arranged to meet up on Saturday. Hopefully the date will go well and we'll see each other again just before the nick of time for Valentine's Day. What if it goes well? Would he ask me out for Valentine's Day? We literally just arranged to meet and then he's going away next week as well. When you get along, you want to slowly ride the waves together. And if you're away, that kind of like creates some distances. So we did some food shopping. We got 2 bags full. And the total came to £71.44. I bought loads of snacks. Not a good idea. And bread. I don't normally buy bread. It is mid-February and we're finally taking down the Christmas tree. Woohoo! We managed to take down the Christmas tree. I know, I look atrocious. I literally just wet my hair and and put a toner on. I've just received this package from a brand called Luxx, and it's the Air Pro. If you guys haven't used the Dyson Airwrap before, you can see how this is such a great potential for it. And if you don't want to fork out that price for Dyson Airwrap, this is an awesome alternative. I can't wait to try this. I think it retails for around about 300. It's such a little grand little box. Imagine buying this as a present for someone. They would be so happy. I would love to receive this as a present. So you open it up. Oh, I love this. It is extra long. The trouble that I have with my Dyson one is it's not long enough, and this is perfect for my hair length. Since I've got the Dyson and this, I can do like a little comparison to see which one I prefer. I'm heading out this evening, so I might try this. Can you guys see the stain on my nose? Oh, it's splashed over my face. I am a smurf right now. I was testing out this new toner drops that I received. The instruction did say pump it in the conditioner or hair shampoo. I don't know what I was thinking. I pumped it on my hands, slathered it on there, and then I was like, oh my god, it was so bad. I spent the last 10 minutes scrubbing it and there's still stain left on my hands. I need to head to the gym right now, but I'm gonna wash my body, tan my body, and then head to the gym and then come back and shower and then get ready for my date, which is a lot later on in the evening. Your girl's been spending too much money. Considering it's a date, would he be paying on my behalf? I think it's only fair that he gets around, I get around. I just finished toning my hair. I feel like there's a bit of like a pink rose colour to it. It'll wash out. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I'm having a bit of second thoughts about today's date. I'm going out this evening and the guy just messaged me and he said that he hasn't slept all night. He went out last night. And I'm like, wow. So we're gonna go out tonight and have drinks. Will he be in the right mind frame? Should I give him a bit of slack and say, do you want to reschedule? And I also feel like, oh, that's a bit of irresponsible. Wouldn't you want to impress me on our first outing together rather than feeling like shit when you meet me? It's a bit iffy. Wow, isn't she sexy? This colour is just so beautiful. It looks so sleek. I paid a pretty penny for these. Now they're in my possession. They're so intelligent. When I put them in my ear, the music starts playing. When I take them off, it goes off. Woo! Oh my god, it's pumping up. I can't hear a thing. Isn't she sexy? When I talk, she shuts up. My phone battery's about to die. Guess where I am again? I'm at McDonald's, but I'm gonna have something healthy. I haven't had any dinner, lunch or anything. It came to a total of £4.97. I'm actually heading out this evening. I've got a date. That was cancelled. I need to tell you a whole little story about that. I've decided that I'm never going to see this person again because this is our first date and he hasn't left a good impression for me, to be honest with you. It already left a sour taste in my mouth and I'm like, why do I want time wasters in my life? We said that let's reschedule our date to another day. I initially blocked the person, but then I feel like if I do that, it makes me sound like I'm really bitter. So I'm not going to do that. I've unblocked the person, but I've unfriended them on social media. If they message me, I'm just going to say, you know what, we're not compatible. At different wavelengths, we're into different things, we have different priorities. Basically, the person knew that we was going to meet up today. What he's done is basically he went out last night, he hasn't slept, he hasn't arrived home. If I'm going to spend time with this person, it's going to be a shitty time because his attention span is not going to be there. He's going to be so tired, so run down. It's not a good first impression. If he's not taking it seriously, why do I want to waste my time and energy? I said to him, let's just reschedule. But in my mind, I know that I don't want to see that person again. He apologised, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you fucked up, mate. Yeah, I'm not seeing him again. I'm actually heading out with my girlfriend tonight. So we're going to go to a restaurant, have a few shots before heading out. We're going to go somewhere in Shoreditch, a few drinks, a little bit of music to unwind, something to do for the weekend. We haven't seen each other in the last few weeks. Do like a little girly evening together. I'm so thankful that I have friends that I can rely on, where I can just do activities with. And I feel so blessed. As much as I moan about I don't have much friends, but when I need them, they are there for me. Not that I feel sad that I need comforting, because this person's a nobody. I haven't even met the person. But the thing that pisses me off is I've made adaptations and changes to my plan to accommodate him. And I was planning to have a look at gyms. The amount of time that I spend at the gym, I feel that maybe I should spend a bit more. Maybe I should invest in this area of my life. I arranged an appointment to go to David Lloyd's on Sunday to visit the gym, see their facilities. And considering that I was going to go out drinking with him, it might not be a good idea because I might feel a bit tired. So let me cancel the appointment and rearrange it for another time. And this fucking happens. You fucking wasted my time. You do not deserve a second chance. First date, you don't have your shit together. It already shows you're a messy person. and I don't need messy people in my life. I went on Amazon and I purchased a Ring doorbell number 4 and then also a chime. This came to £150. So it was on a deal. It was worth £220, but I got it for 150. It's the end of the night. Why are all the cute guys so young? I said something really stupid. Someone told me he's a footballer. I'm like, why are you walking on the pavement? It's like, how are you meant to walk then? How's footballers meant to walk? Clearly not with 2 legs. So I'm at my friend's place and look, they got a view of the Shard. Guys, you know what time it is? Oh my god, she ordered crispy aromatic duck at this time. I'm not going to say no to that. But oh, good time. I'm a happy bunny right now. I'm driving home. What time is this? It's 9:30. We had such a good night, me and my friend Claire. We went to a place called the Blues Kitchen. It was such a fun night. However, this morning, oh my god, I feel so bad for my friend. Last night I ended up going round to her place because I haven't even like taken off my makeup. This is last night's makeup. We wanted food. Clearly I drank a bit too much of my own good, so I ended up staying around her place. And then this morning we had fucking terrible news. At about 7 AM, my friend come through the door. She's like, oh my god, someone smashed my shop's window. I need to get there ASAP. But I'm like, no, don't call an Uber. I will drive you there. And when we got there, someone broke into the shop. They smashed the door window. They broke all the glass, and inside where she had drinking glasses, and they literally fucking cracked everything. Broken glass all over the floor. They took a till. It's not a good thing to wake up at 2 in the morning. This is fucking awful news. Do you know when I mentioned about the feeling of feeling unsafe? This just reinforces that emotion. There are some fucking malicious people out there that have horrible intentions. Her window is really hard to get into. It's double glazing. It's one of those shatterproof windows. So you have to have the right type of equipment to be able to get that. Not good news to hear on a Sunday. I felt so bad because we went there, tried to do a bit of clean up, then my parking expired. There you only can park for a certain amount of time, I think up until 8:30, so I had to leave. There is so much traffic this morning. The Blackwall Tunnel normally closes at 1 AM on a Saturday night, so Sunday morning. Reopens at 8 AM. Why am I here and it's still not open? It's approaching 10 AM and it's still not open. So I've got to take a diversion and go the long route home. Paint up the arse. This is the last thing you want to do on a Sunday morning. I need to tell you guys how much I spent last night. I haven't added up the sum, and obviously I didn't show you guys. I will ensure to add in the amount right here. And we also had food, but my friend paid for that. She ordered Uber Eats and we had a really good meal. Clearly not a good idea because that was a lot of calories. Drinking and then eating at the end of the night. Actually, no rest for the wicked. I got home, got dressed and leaving again because I really need to get this exercise session in. Otherwise it's not going to get done today, and Sunday is like one of those lazy days where you don't want to do anything. I've just heard such good news from my family and I'm just like so shocked. This is gonna be like an amazing business plan for my family. They're going places. So happy and so proud. A lot of things are coming to fruition for them, which is exciting. I purchased a new phone case some time ago and that's arrived. And with this phone case, it allows me to use my MagSafe. I just went on Amazon and bought some goods. Spent £51.97. When I buy something new, I'm like, okay, I need to buy these other essentials to go with it. End up cost me more money. I have a little confession. I refunded my Sony headphones, bought the Apple AirPod Max. Since I spent it on a Sunday, I thought I will include it into the video. I bought these for £549 and my Sonys were £330. The refund difference between the two is £219. I'm going to include that in the total spend. I know this week I've spent a lot of money and I don't normally spend this amount of money. I don't know why this week. It was just one of those weeks. I'm just looking at the figures regarding to how much I spent this whole entire week, and I'll include it here for you guys. We spent a total of £1,588.56. The main big splurge this week were these headphones, but I don't regret it one single moment. I also brought up my old video regarding to how much I spent previously, and I did a little comparison. We spent a total of £510.29 more than previously, which is crazy to me. The cost of living has increased considerably, and you can see there is a spend difference. My expenses and my bills have gone up. Inflation, all our expenses has increased, and it just basically costs us more to live. I will plot up the final costing and everything for this whole entire week at the breakdown for you guys to see here. I hope you guys find this video interesting. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me in all my other social media platforms, and I will see you guys next week.